Hey, it's Ariel Anderson, and I'm down to the wire. Happy to be here, trying to um, get this last little bit going here. And this is the thing. You you make the you make the choice to just go for it last moment, and that's what happens. So I am having issues with my little phone here. I don't know what's going on. There we go. So I wanted to jump in here and answer any questions for you that I could about what this whole Two Tuesdays thing. Now I am not sure why there is my board. You just got a glimpse of my board, my crazy board. So I wanted to come in here and answer some questions for you because you may have either gotten a mail from me talking about why is this angled so weird? Talking about Two Tuesdays and that I've been wanting to do this. We've been talking about this. You've been asking me for something more. And so I wanted to come in here and talk about, first of all, coaching here. I know that normally it would be like, let's get into a webinar and let's drag you for hours and wear you down. And I just don't feel like doing that. It's not really my style. I just want to get in a room with you. And I was debating whether or not to do it here in Zoom. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that in the next week or so. We'll get in a Zoom room and have a little chat so that you can ask maybe more private questions or something. I just wanted to come here. So Two Tuesdays, what is that about? Well, you know that I pop in here every Friday at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. on the first Friday of every month. And what I wanted to, people contact me. You contact me and ask me for one-on-one coaching. I love that when that happens. And the reality is I only have so much time in the day. Sometimes it's not available according to, the pricing that I have or the timing that I have or what's going on in your life and your timing. It's very deep work and it's very personal. And I thought, well, so what if those things don't align and you still want to move forward and I still want to help you move forward? This is helpful when I show up for a few minutes here on YouTube, but it's very public. And I don't know about you. I find it harder to totally relax in a public forum versus a more a sort of sacred container, so to speak, a room that's yours, that's there's confidentiality, there's agreements that we're on similar pages. And I don't want to launch a program right now. I don't want to do that. That may come along in the future, probably after the fall or more likely in the new year. Maybe. But right now, what I really want, I don't want to give you homework and have tons of guests and overload you. What I want to start with you in getting into a smaller room is a place for you to unfold, be totally real, ask real questions, talk about the real stuff, not the, yeah, I'm doing fine, my fertility path is fine. There's, or versions of that, or maybe you talk about pieces with some people you feel closer to, family members or friends. But the truth is that most of those people are not in the exact same place that you are. And it's hard to feel like you can completely have that conversation. Also, sometimes there's some ugly moments where you want to say, I'm pissed off that that woman who's pregnant right there isn't me. And that's okay to say that. I want you to have a place to say that. I also want to not have it too light, that there might be a lighter version in the future, a membership where you just kind of come in and you can put something in the chat and ask some questions. And maybe if you're lucky, once in a while, I'll open it up and you can talk. That's not where I am right now. And so if that's where you are, then you can wait and just watch the videos. And I'm happy for that to be for you. And I don't want you to have to wait anymore. I know what it's like. I can feel it in my body just as I start to talk about it, the emotions that come when you feel that you're meant to have a child, you're over 30-something, 40-something, 50-something, and it's not happening. It's really frustrating. It's sad. It starts to come in on you like a one of those Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones, like the room is closing in on you. It starts to feel a bit like that, especially around time and timing, which we talked about on last live, I think, a bit. So yeah, 2 Tuesdays is about going deeper. 2 Tuesdays a month. It'll be the second. Well, we're gonna experiment because I'm just diving in like this, and I'm not making final decisions with you and all that. We're just diving in. And so for these couple months in the summer, I'm gonna let it be a little more flexible. That means you can dive in now because you know what? I have a good feeling. I trust my intuition. I want to do both Tuesdays a month. Or you can just come one off. You can just drop in, see if this is your thing. Maybe your schedule's crazy. Maybe you have holidays and you want to come in just here and there. Okay, that's also fine. So there'll be those options. Of course, the prices will be a little different. My coaching is well over $1,000. And so I'm doing my best to make this really approachable. I want to go deeper with you. I want this to be interactive. It's going to be a Zoom call. It's going to be with me. It's going to be talking real stories. It's going to be all that. And I wanted to come today to just talk about, midlife pregnancy path is not just about you getting pregnant and having a baby. It's also about your path. It's about, and if it hasn't been clear in the calls that we do on Fridays, I wanted to just make that clear. I'm not meaning for this to be an infomercial as much as what is the midlife pregnancy path about with fertility and pregnancy. Well, it's about you and your path, because at this point, whether you're 30, 40, 50 something, you've got stuff moving. Is this what you really want to be doing right now in your life? The fertility and pregnancy path, what work you're doing, what partner you're with, what creative things, I don't know why creative, it sounded very creative things that you're doing. There's so much happening at this sort of crossroads. That's such a cliche, but it's true. There's a lot happening. And that is always a part of the conversation, is what's happening with you, with your abundance, your prosperity, the fullness of your whole picture inside of this path, because they intertwine and they affect one another. And when there's one that's not kind of coming together or that's stuck, it affects you being able to move forward. So that's all inside of there. So know that no matter what, you may or may not get pregnant in the first month or 2 months or 3 months. Your story is, I can't decide that. But what I can say is that your life will shift. Good things will come. Things will break open. Ahas will come. And working together in that space is strong. I coach, I guide, I work with intuition with you. We'll have stillness and mindfulness. And as well, this is about you. And so you'll get to interact with other people who are going through this. You'll be talking with and expressing and being silent with other people. And that community piece is important. That group piece moves things, even on the days when you're like, I'm fine. It moves things forward. So I just wanted to put that out there and just say, that's what's happening. 2 Tuesdays or drop in. I am going to go into Instagram at 10:30 and be doing that there as well. So I can drop the link in there. I will put the link in the description where you can just jump in and say, I want more information, or I just want to do this. That's fine. I just wanted to show up and be able to answer questions. So if you have a question now on, here live, great. If you want to pop something in the comments, great. If you want to write me at Ariel@imperfectparenting.net for a private question, you're welcome to ask that. And if you want something more or it feels right, then I will do something more private, like go into a Zoom with you guys and have a chat. I'm not a hard sell kind of person. I was in sales for decades in corporate. You're either this feels right, I feel right, or not, or just show up on YouTube. That's fine too. It's all good. It's all just about offering you something a little bit deeper to move you forward a little bit more quickly, or you like to do things on your own. I love doing things on my own. I totally get that too. So just throwing that out there. We've hit the 9-minute marker, so I might go down and have a little breakfast because I had a late wake up. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. So I wish you well, and maybe see you at 10:30 on Instagram. And otherwise, I'll see you on Friday at 10 a.m. And we'll have different moments where we can get together. This is ongoing, and we'll experiment. In the beginning, it's going to be a smaller group anyway. So that's kind of a benefit for you. And then we'll see what happens later. Mwah. Have a beautifully imperfect day. I don't know why things are popping up, even though it's not supposed to. I wish you well. Whatever happens, whether you've gotten to this point in this call or not, please keep going. If you feel discouraged, just remember why you started in the first place. Remember that you also deserve to have that excited, joyous possibility feeling when you're moving towards your pregnancy. And if you are already pregnant and you're like, I'm having a hard time, I don't want to lose this pregnancy too. Just remember, this first trimester is really strong, and you need to just trust yourself in what needs to come next. And that's what meeting, whether it's on Fridays or the 2 Tuesdays, it's about what is the next thing for you. And it's not always easy to land that piece quickly. Mwah. Take care. Bye.